All right, so I'm back, and today I'm gonna do "Bathtub Gin" by Phish. This is another one that was requested on Reddit and is just a classic Monster Fish tune. And there's actually not that much going on. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot with piano with a page, all the riffing he does and stuff, but it's the song part is fairly straightforward. And what we're gonna do today is talk through the song part. Full disclosure, I've spent like 15 minutes looking at this before I started this, so we may make some discoveries as we go through this together. I do not pretend to be an expert on this song. I've listened to it a bunch, played it for about 15 minutes. And so what we'll do is talk through the song part, and then what I want to do is do a play along for the second half of the video with one of my favorite versions of Bathtub Gin, the one from The Great Lent in 1997, which is just one of my favorite things that Phish has ever recorded. It's fantastic, and I have not played along with it yet. I feel like it'll be fun to kind of go through the jam blind, listen to it, talk through what's going on, see if we can figure it out together. If not, it should still be entertaining. So Bathtub Gin is just this sort of like pa bouncy chord progression. Sort of like rhythmically, that kind of feel. And the basic chord progression, so that was the intro, is just the C chord and G minor 7 chord. So C chord, I'm playing it with just a C octave with my left hand, and then G, C, and E with middle C, so the G below middle C, C and E. And that's, the beginning riff. And Page does all kinds of crazy stuff over that while that's on guitar and Page is... You can just noodle around, you can do chromatics. Octave chromatic isn't that cool. You can just move together chromatically. You really can kind of just throw your hands at the piano and make it sound cool and have fun with it. It's a really cool part for that. So moving parallel chromatics is fun. You can also move chromatics away from each other. My left hand is going down, my right hand's going up, and just hit stuff. And when you come out of it, try to land on that C chord, because it's that C and that G minor 7 pattern. You can use a C7 with that B flat in there. It sounds good. So then under the verses, Brett's in the bathtub, making soup for the ambassadors. And now it goes to F. So this is an F major. You can also use the 7 with the E flat in it. So it's F, A, C. And then it's a C minor 7 chord. So the voicing, I think, I've used a couple voicings for it. My preferred one, again, is with just F octave with the left hand. And then the F above middle C with my pinky, and down from there is C and A for an F major chord, a nice F major chord. And then a C minor 7, there we go, not major 7, minor 7, which is that E flat above middle C, down to C, B flat, and G. So, all right, so those are the two changes we have so far, is this C major to G minor 7, F major to C minor 7. Now we're gonna go back to the C major to the G minor 7. Then you go back to the F again, C minor 7. Now, instead of going up to the C again, so we're doing F, C, F, and then you walk it down to D. So you're going F, E, E flat, D major, A minor. So it's D major, A minor 7. And my D major voicing, again, is just bouncing this octave with my left hand on D. And then the way I have it under my hands right now is just a D, which is the D below middle C, F sharp, A, and then the D above middle C with my pinky. And then the A minor 7 is using the E below middle C, G, A, and the middle C. Now it goes up to B flat major. So I'm using the F below middle C, the B flat below middle C, and the D above middle C. Again, B flat octave with the left hand. All the left hand parts are pretty much octaves of the root chord. And that's going to an F minor 7. Well, probably not 7 actually, just an F minor chord there. So it's B flat, F, and the F voicing is the F below middle C up to A flat, and then C, middle C. And then it goes back up to C, our old friend, and the G minor 7. And that is literally all you need to know to play through the whole song, because that is under the verses. Let me see if I can remember all the words to the verse real quick. Brett in the bathtub, making soup for the ambassadors, and I'm in the hallway, singing to the troubadours. Now we're going back to C, it's all lined up, outside the gate, back to F, autumn bell is ringing, but they'll just have to wait. Oh, I forgot to walk down. Then we're on D. Where is the Joker? Have you seen him around with a three-cone cap? B flat, F minor. He wears like a crown. Have you seen his striped stockings? Heard his sad tale? Back up to C now. Kids under the carpet, the purple humpback whale. And between these verses, you get all fancy with the page stuff. And it's worth mentioning the Rhapsody in Blue Tees. So when you get to that, so that's starting on C. You can play it nice and high. You can add a third in there to get that C, E, C. I know you can't see my hand here, so I'll play it down an octave. So it's C, E, C. And so it's going C, B flat, C, and E flat, E. All right, let me talk through this properly. So the melody line there is going C, B flat, C, E flat, E, C, and then this is A up to B flat, so it's back down to A. Hang on a second. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so we have that. C, B flat, C, E flat, E, C, A, B flat, A, G, and then we're going to that sort of E flat roll again. E flat, E, then up to G, you're just going down to C arpeggio. So that's all that is, and that's just over that same C to G flat, G minor pattern. That's kind of the backbone of the whole song. So when you're riffing between the verses, it's just the C and the G minor. And then we got to talk about the guitar melody line. And that's also over the C major, G minor pattern. So this is going C, G, A, B flat, A, B flat, A, and now you go down to E, E, F, G, F, E, E flat, E, F, E flat, E, C, B flat. Easy enough, right? The second part of that's over the F major, the C minor, which goes, let me see if I get this right. So let's talk about that. So we're going F. So it's like an F arpeggio up. F, A, C, B flat, and then A flat, A, F, and then A, B flat, C, D, C, and then you go down an octave C, and then E flat, and then you come right back around to that first line that's over the C and the G minor. And that's all that's happening with the song part of that song. The jam starts out on that C, G minor bounce. And if you're watching this, I assume you know Phish, and you know that it kind of gets fairly open-ended from there. So we're going to together explore the Went Gin and see where it goes and talk through it as we play through it. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, so here we are. We're going to play through the Went Gin. I neglected to mention on the other side that improvisationally, this is totally a C mixolydian song. So you're a C major scale with a B flat added, and that'll serve you really well on this. So it's just C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C is an improv scale. The piano's coming in soon. It's a guitar intro. C major, G minor 7. And there's the piano. So it's all just that play around with chromatics. Just noodle around. It all sounds good. Get away with a lot on this one. Up, now we're in the verse. It's that F, C minor, F, C minor, C, G minor. Same. Back to the F. Then we're gonna walk it down. D, G, A minor. Now we're going to that B flat, F minor, B flat, F minor, B flat, F minor, and then we're going C to G minor again. And now you get a chance to noodle around again. It's fun. I hope you have fun playing that. Back to the verse. F, C minor, F, C minor, C, G minor, G minor, F, C minor, F, D, A minor. Then you go up to that B flat, F minor.
But they just couldn't wait. Here comes the Joker with his silly grin.
Now you go back to that C and G minor.
Made of bathtub gin.
You get more. That's what we were talking about with that Rhapsody in Blue riff.
Cause we're all in this together, and we love to take a bath.
C, G minor. Now we're coming to the guitar riff. You can play it on piano if you want, but you can also just sit on that C and the G minor. Make your life a little easier. Now go to the F, C minor, F, C minor. Back to C, G minor. major chord there when it goes. Yeah, that works really well. Now you're improvising. So we're going to follow the guitar. So we're still in that C major, G minor space. So you use that Mixolydian scale. You can also use that E flat, because that's all over this song. You can throw in little C minor blues riffs if you want to. I wouldn't lean too heavy on those because it feels really major. So C arpeggios, get that B flat in the mix for the Mixolydian feel. Mixolydian scale is just a major scale, and in C that's all the white keys, except it has a B flat instead of a B. It's going to follow with the drums, throwing the time around there. I'm moving up and down the scale in thirds. So it's like C and E, D and F, E and G, F and A, G and B flat, A and C. There's also a nice riff you can get from G, C, D, G, and just up and down that. Still in that C Mixolydian space. You can just hold down the sustain pedal and hit these sort of chunks of chords that are taken out of that scale. You can get some nice atmosphere doing it that. Just keep coasting with it. Sitting on C. That's what you want to be emphasizing. You can kind of hear it just moving into that C and the groove is settling in. And so I'm inclined to use C and G and D a lot, just rolling up and down. Settling into a new chord pattern. That's an A minor and then an F. This thing just takes off. You're still using that Mixolydian scale. got to spend time with this stuff, feel how it gets under your hands, how you ride with the improvisational changes. There's that A minor and that F. And that guitar riff is rolling up from G, A, and C. G, A, and C. And you add the D on the top and roll it up and down like that, so it's just G, A, C, D. And we're still using that chord pattern that the bass established a little while ago, which is the A minor and F. Player, your job is to pick up on what the bass is doing and reinforce those tonal changes and the new chord structure. So sometimes you want to be hitting the new bass notes with your left hand and just hitting the chords. And you just try to expand your chord voicings as it builds. Within that space of the Mixolydian scale, you have a lot of room to just kind of roll things up and down. We want to stay with that chord motion as much as you can. And this thing is starting to go so major, I would stay away from the B flat too at this point. Is doing too if you want to. And hopefully you have your own groups of people that you jam with and play with in your life, and you learn how they play and you learn how to support them, make them look good, make them sound good. That's part of your job as a piano player for sure. Starting to get a little more spacey, and the bass is wandering off of that pattern a bit now. Now it's coming back to it. You just kind of want to just bliss out on it and find voicings you like. We're still C, A minor, and F. Back to C. Where where there's a drum fill, you want to climb the scale to keep building it. on jamming with stuff like this. Keep building your vocabulary. You get more little tricks, more little things that sound good. You can find a lot of them by accident, so you got to just put in the time. The bass is starting to explore more of a C minor feel. Guitarist just in love with that C, and the drums are behind it now, so you settle into that. It's like a C and G. Hit those fifths. Add the D, the 9 to add a little bit more sort of building tension to it. I think we're coming up on the end. I don't think this ever gets back to the song. Going back to the song, you would be going back to that guitar melody line part. You know, if you know Phish, you can figure it out. So anyways, that was super fun, and I'm glad that you were here to do it with me. I hope your piano is going well. Please reach out if there's anything I can help you with, if I got anything wrong, if you have any questions. And again, thank you. Stick with it. Learning instruments is hard. And check out my band, Andrew North and the Rangers. We do some of this kind of stuff, some of our own kind of stuff, and we have a lot of fun. So I hope you'll check it out and come have fun with us. Talk to you soon. Peace.